Elena lives in a small country. Her town is quiet. The houses are close together. The sky is often gray. Every day feels the same. In the morning, she helps her family. In the afternoon, she walks to the market. At night, she looks at the sky and thinks, is this all there is? Elena wants something different. She wants a life that feels new. She wants to learn, to grow, to dream. One day, she walks to the rooftop. Her best friend, Sophia, is already there. They sit together in silence. Then Elena says, I want to go to New York. Sophia turns and looks at her. Really? She asks. Elena nods. Yes, she says. I want a better life. I want a new chance. Sophia is quiet for a moment. Then she smiles. I want to go too, she says. They sit and talk for a long time. They talk about jobs. They talk about English. They talk about dreams. They imagine tall buildings. They imagine a big city with lights and sounds. They imagine a future with more hope. But they also know the truth. They do not have money. They do not have a plan. They do not know anyone in New York. And they do not speak English well. They feel afraid, but they also feel excited. They say to each other, let's try, let's go. That night, Elena talks to her parents. She sits at the table. She says, I want to leave. I want to go to New York with Sophia. Her mother looks worried. No, she says, it is too dangerous. Her father says, you don't know what can happen. Elena feels nervous, but she answers, I know, but I can't stay here. I have no future here. Her parents look at each other. Her mother says, you are too young. You don't understand. Elena says, I understand enough. I know I want to try. Her mother says, you could die. Elena says, I could die here too without hope. Then no one speaks. The room is quiet. The air feels heavy. In the morning, Sophia sends a message. She writes, are we going? Elena looks at her phone. She feels scared. She feels unsure. But she writes back, yes, we're going. She thinks to herself, are we ready? What if we fail? What if we never come back? She feels afraid, but inside, there's also a small light. The light says, go. Elena and Sophia look for cheap tickets. They find two. They use all their money. The trip is in 3 days. They do not tell many people. They are afraid others will stop them. They only tell their families. Elena's mother says, please don't go. Her father gives her a small amount of money. Use it only if you need it, he says. Elena says, thank you. The night before the trip, Elena sits in her room. She thinks about her life. She thinks about her town, her family, her past. She thinks about the future. She feels fear. She feels hope. She wonders what will happen. In the early morning, Elena meets Sophia at the station. The sky is dark. The air is cold. They do not talk much. Sophia asks, are you ready? Elena says, no, but let's go anyway. They get on the bus. The doors close. The engine starts. Elena looks out the window. Her town becomes smaller and smaller. She thinks, this is real. We are leaving. There is no way back now. Sophia whispers, do you think we will be okay? Elena answers, I don't know, but we will try. The bus moves forward. Their journey begins. They feel afraid. They feel brave. And in their hearts, they believe that maybe, just maybe, something good is waiting ahead. The bus moves slowly on the old road. The seats are small. The lights are weak. The ride is long. Elena and Sophia sit close together. They are quiet. Outside, they see towns, trees, and people they do not know. Inside the bus, they feel tired, but they do not sleep. At one stop, a man comes and talks to them. He smiles and says, "Where are you going?" They answer, "To New York." The man says, "I can help you. I know a place. You can stay there. But I need your passports for a moment." Elelina looks at Sophia. Then she looks at the man and says, "No." The man asks again, "Why not? I only want to help." Elelena says, "We are okay." The man walks away. Sophia whispers, "We cannot trust anyone." Elelena nods. Later, they arrive in a city. It is not New York yet. They need to wait for another bus. They look for a cheap place to sleep. They find a small room. It is not clean, but it is all they can afford. They eat some bread and drink water. They sit on the floor. They are tired and quiet. Elena looks at her bag. They do not have much left, just a little food and a little money. She thinks, what if we run out? The next morning, they go to the bus station. The line is long. The sun is hot. People talk loudly. Elena and Sophia wait for hours. Finally, they get on the next bus. Sophia says, "I miss home." Elena says, "Me too." Then she asks, "Do you want to go back?" Sophia shakes her head. "No, not yet." Elena says, "Me neither." At night, the bus stops again. They are in a small town. They do not know the name. They hear people speaking in English. Elena and Sophia do not understand. Elena says, "We must learn English." Sophia agrees, "Yes, we need it." That night, they do not stay in a room. They sleep at the bus station. They sit on the bench. The floor is cold. There is noise. There is fear. But there is also hope. Elena thinks, "We are tired. We are hungry. But we are still here." The next morning, Elena looks at Sophia and says, "One more bus, then we are in New York." Sophia says, "One more chance." They get on the bus again. Elena thinks, what will we do in New York? Where will we sleep? Who will help us? She does not know the answers. But she knows one thing. We are not giving up. The bus ride is long. The city slowly comes into view. The buildings are tall. There are many people. They speak fast. They speak English. Elena and Sophia look at each other. "We are here," Sophia says. Elena says, "Yes, but now what?" They do not have a place to stay. They do not have a job. They do not speak English well. They walk to the main door of the station. Many people are there. Some are shouting. Some are laughing. Some are asking questions. Elena feels lost. Then a woman walks to them. She says something in English. Elena does not understand. The woman repeats, "Are you okay?" Elena says, "No English." The woman smiles. Then she speaks Spanish. She says, "I can help." Sophia whispers, "Can we trust her?" Elena does not know, but they are tired. They are hungry. They do not have many choices. Elena says, "We need help." The woman says, "Come with me. There is a safe place. You can rest. You can eat." Elena asks, "Why do you help us?" The woman says, "I was like you once." Elena asks again, "Is it safe?" The woman says, "Yes, trust me." Elena looks at Sophia. Sophia looks at her. They nod. They follow the woman. On the way, Elena thinks, what if she lies? What if it is a trap? But what if she tells the truth? What if this is our chance? They stop at a door. The woman says, this is the place. Elena and Sophia do not speak. They feel fear. They feel hope. Elena takes a deep breath. They go inside. The room is quiet. The woman says, this is a shelter. You can sleep here. You can eat. Elena says, thank you. The woman says, there are many girls like you. Some have no family. Some need work. Elena asks, do you work here? The woman says, no, I volunteer. Elena asks, why? The woman says, because I was you. Someone helped me. Now I help others. Elena feels something warm inside. Maybe good people still exist. She and Sophia sit in a small room. They eat a sandwich and drink water. It is simple, but it feels like a gift. Later, the woman comes back. She says, tomorrow there is a job fair. Many companies will be there. You can go. Elena asks, can we go without papers? The woman says, some places accept people like you. It is not easy, but it is possible. Sophia asks, what kind of jobs? The woman says, cleaning, cooking, helping in shops. Elena looks at Sophia. We can try, she says. And Sophia nods. This is not the end. This is a new beginning. The next morning, Elena and Sophia wake up early. It is still dark outside. The air is cold. They wear the best clothes they have. They walk to the community center. Today is the job fair. They are nervous, but also excited. When they arrive, there are many people. It is loud. People speak fast. Most speak English. Elena and Sophia do not understand everything, but they listen carefully and try to follow. They walk slowly. They look at each table. Some signs say cleaning, kitchen help, bakery. They stop at a table with a kind-looking man. He smiles and says, good morning. Do you want to work? Elena nods. Yes, she says, I work. I learn. Her voice is soft, but sure. The man says, I need help in my bakery. It's early work. It's hard work, but it's honest. Sophia asks, can we start tomorrow? The man says, yes, come at 5 in the morning. Elena and Sophia cannot believe it. They thank him many times. Later, back at the shelter, they sit on their beds. Elena says, did we really find a job? Sophia says, yes, we did. This is something good. That night, they do not sleep much. They feel happy, but they also feel nervous. A new chapter is starting. At 5 in the morning, they arrive at the bakery. It is still dark. The man opens the door and says, come in. He shows them how to clean tables, wash trays, and help with the bread. They work quietly. They try to remember each task. When they don't understand, they ask, can you show again? The man is patient. He smiles and helps them. After a long day, the man gives them money. It is not much, but it is their first pay. Elena looks at Sophia and says, we did it. Sophia smiles. Yes, and this is only the beginning. They go back to the shelter and write in their notebooks. They practice new English words like tray, bread, and clean. They read out loud to each other. Each day they go to work. In the evening, they go to a free English class at the library. They learn how to say, "Good morning, how much is this?" And "I want to work." Little by little, their English gets better. After a few weeks, they save enough money to rent a small room. It is not big. It is not perfect. But it is theirs. In their new room, they cook simple meals. They eat rice, eggs, and soup. They laugh and talk about the future. Elelena says, "One day, I want to study." Sophia says, "One day, I want to open a bakery." Elelena says, "One day, I want to bring my family here." They do not have many things, but they have hope. One night, Elelena calls her mother. Her voice shakes a little. "I'm okay, Mom," she says. "I'm working. I'm learning. I'm safe." Her mother cries. She says, "I'm proud of you." Her father speaks too. "Be careful," he says, "but I believe in you now." Elelena cries too, but this time not because of fear, but because of hope. Later that week, Elelena and Sophia sit quietly. They look out the window. The sky is clear. Elelena says, "Do you remember the day we left?" Sophia nods. "I was scared," she says. "Me too," Elelena answers. "But look at us now." Sophia smiles and says, "We are not finished." Elelena nods. "No, we are just beginning." Elelena writes one more line in her notebook. Dreams are not easy, but they are possible. She closes the book and smiles. Step by step, day by day, they are building a new life. A life full of small victories, strong friendship, and quiet courage. And this, Elelena knows, is only the beginning. Elelena and Sophia started their journey with nothing but hope. They came from a small town. Life was hard. They had no jobs, no future, no money. But they had one thing, a dream. They were afraid. They had many questions. What if we fail? What if we get lost? What if we never come back? But they still moved forward. They said goodbye to their families. They bought bus tickets. They packed their bags. And they left. The road was long. The nights were cold. They met people they could not trust. They were hungry. They were tired. They did not understand the language. But they did not give up. They learned to say no. They learned to ask for help. They learned to listen. When they reached New York, they felt lost. But then, a kind woman helped them. She gave them food. She gave them shelter. She gave them a chance. And that chance led to more. They went to a job fair. They got a job at a bakery. They worked hard. They learned English. They saved money. They found a place to live. They made new goals. Elelena wanted to study. Sophia wanted to open a bakery. They both wanted to help others, just like someone helped them. This story teaches us something important. Dreams are not easy, but dreams are possible, even if you have no money, no plan, or no strong English. If you believe in yourself and keep going step by step, you can build a new life. So what can we learn from Elelena and Sophia? We learn that courage is not about having no fear. It is about trying even when we are afraid. We learn that small steps can lead to big change. We learn that kindness matters. And we learn that learning a new language, like English, is a tool that opens doors to a better future. Maybe today you are also on a journey. Maybe you want to learn English for a new job, a new home, or a new chance. If so, keep going. Start small. Be patient. Speak even if it's not perfect. You are doing something amazing. And if you are still here, listening or reading, congratulations. You just improved your English. You practiced listening, understanding, and feeling a real story. Now, here's a small quiz to help you review. What was Elena's first job in New York? A. She cleaned rooms in a hotel. B. She helped in a bakery. Write your answer in the comments. A or B? Let's see who was really listening. If you liked this story and want more lessons like this, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and continue making good content for you. Also, if you want to support our team, you can donate to help us create more free lessons. The beginning is always hard, but your help gives us energy and funding to keep going. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and we'll see you in the next lesson.